Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? David Knight here with the Nats Baseball Review. Hope everyone's doing safe, well, and happy. And my schedule has been really out of whack the last few weeks. Random work schedule. I was sick for a little while, and then I accidentally got a chance to act in a movie this past weekend. I was filming on a school short film school project for Elon this past weekend, so I was busy doing that. So a little behind. Cool opportunity. If you're interested, I'll let you know about that. I'll share it with you. But time to look at the first month to end the first full month of the baseball season, where it's now May 1st, and that's where they put a game. They've already won. In fact, they beat the Mets 12-3 in the series in New York. And so it's a series win by the team. As you've been following baseball, been following the channel a little bit, you probably know they're very up and down, very erratic, very inconsistent. Brief overall summary of the team so far for the month of April, including today's win. We're 15-17. So we got a losing record. But there's a lot more to say than just that losing record. First of all, we were expected to be last place in the league, if not the worst team in baseball at this point in the season. We actually are not in that position. In fact, the Phillies and the Mets are below us right now. The only downside is the Braves, who are in first place, have the best record in baseball. So that's the only downside to that right now. Currently, we're seven games behind the Braves, despite a 15-17 record. And our overall themes pretty much break down a couple different things. One, great offense, no pitching. We are one of the top offensive teams in the league in regards to runs scored. We're also the next to worst team in runs allowed. The only team that's allowed more runs than us at this point in the season is the Astros. And keep in mind, we won by 12 runs yesterday against the Mets 14-2. We won by 1 run today, and we're still at a minus 10 run differential. That's how bad our pitching staff has been this year. The other pitching staff does have some highlights. I'll get that in a minute. Also, we cannot win at home. We're very solid on the road, but at home we are totally lost. In fact, as of today's game, we are currently 3-10 at home, 3 wins, 10 losses at home, but 12-7 on the road. So there's these little nuance things that if we just had an average pitching staff, if we just could play halfway decent at home, we'd have a winning record and we'd be in contention for the division right now. Okay, we could easily have 20 wins at this point, and that's not crazy to think about. The bullpen has blown several leads, and I understand you don't win every game anyway. You're gonna blow a lead. You think the best teams blow leads sometimes, but at the same time, it's a common thread with us. It's miserable. It's boring. It's depressing. That we could be so much better with the offense that we have right now. There's a lot to, but yeah. So there's some things we have to iron out for sure. Our pitching staff is horrendous. Mickey Loss has not been good. Little started off pretty solid. He has been terrible for us. Our bullpen has been absolute garbage. There has not been one consistent arm out of the bullpen. We've called some guys on AAA, and we've sent them back down. They really haven't done much. If anything, I think Alvarez came up for one game, and he did pretty good out of the bullpen. But because of the rest of the pitchers and the roster available, he got sent back down. He's supposed to be coming back up. I don't know. But end of the day, this team is a mess. The biggest thing I can say, the biggest problem I have now is our pitching staff, which is horrendous, and our inconsistency. And this whole thing, the offense is doing much better than I expected. I did not expect us to be near the top of the league in runs scored. That is not what I expected at all, considering we did nothing in the offseason to really improve our team. Abrams is doing pretty good, though he's been kind of a little slump. Hit a home run today. Woods got off to a slow start. He's doing pretty well. House has been driving the runs for us. We've been getting it done in interesting ways. We've even played since we've been still on base. We've been doing bunting to baseball. Yes, bunting in 2026 with DH and full player. Bunting doesn't happen anymore. Yes, we're bunting to baseball. I think we bunted 3 times in one game last week. So offensively, we're being very creative. We're getting, for the most part, we're getting it done. We've only been shut out one time this year, which at this point last year, I think we've been shut out like 3 times or something like that. We were shut out more than any team in baseball last year. Our offense was putrid, and now our offense is actually pretty good. But right now, our pitching is absolutely garbage. The only bright spot for our pitch right now is Forrest Griffin, who's been a Saints has come and put 7 innings last start. ERA is under 3 now since for the whole season. And Cavalli has had back-to-back games with 10 or more strikeouts. Now, he's had some bad starts too, but, he just come off injury and he's starting to get his groove. So Cavalli is I think our young ace of the future right now, if we keep him. That's another issue, of course. But as a whole, this Nats team is not as bad as I thought we'd be. It's more frustrating that we're not as bad because if we had a decent pitching staff, we would went out and instead of going to the bargain bin of the so-called Walmart DVD bin and got pitchers, we actually signed a couple of good name pitchers. This could be a little better. Okay, we haven't done that. So and our defense, of course, is awful as well. Our defense has been very inconsistent. We need to do something with our coaching. Our defense has not been good for the last 2 or 3 seasons, and it can't be all the guys in the field. There's got to be something with the coaching going on there. How can a defense be this consistently bad from year to year? So, one of 3 of the main elements of the game of hitting as well is good. Pitching and defense has not been good. And that's something we have to drastically work on. But does that mean all hope is lost? I don't think so. If we can get some groove in our going and make some right moves, find the right pitching mix, but Derek Patera can find the right way to make the pitching staff work more effectively with the right roles. Obviously, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. I question how Patera makes some decisions, like when Mikolas is due to start, have an opener come in, then have Mikolas come in. Just put him in. If you're not going to start the guy traditionally, put him in the pen, put Lord in rotation. Lord hasn't been outstanding, yes, but he's been better than Mikolas. Put Lord in rotation. Give someone a AAA chance to be in rotation. Lucas Giolito was available recently. Grant you, I don't know if we saw him or not, but did we even try? Did we make an effort? If we can go out and get a couple of pitchers and maybe get lucky on some established talent, we might be able to do something here, but we're just not doing that right now. So I don't know what to expect. I mean, all hope is not lost yet because we are in 3rd place. The Mets and Phillies had some really bad losing streaks, and that's helped us out. So I don't know if they'll keep up or not. But the Phillies have already fired their manager. The Mets might be firing theirs soon because the Red Sox did an entire rehash of their entire coaching staff was pretty much given the boot. Now they got Chad Tracy, the AAA manager, is the interim manager for the Red Sox right now. So I don't know what we have to do. Obviously, we got a new coach staff. They're not going to make that choice that soon because they're doing all that. I understand that. But this is mainly on Taboni's end to fix. The pitching staff was his issue. He didn't make any major moves on the pitching staff department, and that's on him. He needs to fix this. Now, with us not really trying to contend, I don't see it happening, but that's what we need to do to try to win. Honestly, what will probably happen is if Griffin keeps pitching the way he is, Cavalli keeps on his trajectory, and Abrams keeps hitting, I can see us doing another fire sale deadline, trading people, and getting in there hauling again, which is why we tried to the fucking shortstop in the draft because they know we're probably not going to keep Abrams because our ownership sucks ass. So, and it's a whole other issue that we can't resolve until they sell a team. But overall month review, it could be worse. It really could be worse. We're not the worst team in baseball. We're hitting very well. We're probably the worst pitching staff in baseball. Though the Angels and Astros and I think the A's have problems pitching staff as well. They're pretty bad too. But with the worst pitching staff in baseball, that we can score that many runs and still have a -10 run differential. We're averaging like 5 or 6 runs a game, and we're giving up like 6 or 7 runs per game. So that has to change. That's all for this one. Give me thoughts in the comment section. Do you think we can come back? Who do we trade at deadline? Subscribe notification bell. Also, hopefully, once I get more of my work schedule on track and a routine going, hopefully I can be doing more videos more regularly and get an overall pattern on the channel. So, as always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.